magical, beautiful beings. My name is Alfred, and we also have Hataferes. She's chilling on a throne, enjoying the day. She's a sleepy magic cat. In this video, it's my second video actually, because I already made two videos about what we are doing right now, but the mic was off, so we are doing it again. Let's do it. We already have the cards for the May. Let's see the energies. The energies are great because this is inspiration, this is creativity, emotions, nature, friendship, success, achievement, imagination, expansion, a little bit of running from the fears, but I'll tell you how not to run, how to face that magician, because we have fears in unity with our magic. So in the balance, when you put them on a scale, magic is always, the real, the raw, the primal stuff. That anxiety and worries and fears is something we programmed ourselves with. It's something that we learn from the society, from the world, from nature, even though nature doesn't give us that anxiety, doesn't give us worries. What does is human mind, and the power of our mind is cosmic, it's universal, so it's just human thing, human thing to be scared of something because we want to protect ourselves, but some fears are not natural, some fears are just fake. Let's begin with the beginning. Let's begin with the beginning. Also, if you would love to come for a personal reading, message me on Instagram, Alfred Mystic, or if you want to see your chart, I do numerology. If you want to see your life's path number, how to navigate your life, what's the potential, how to work with all these gifts and present them naturally, how to be that light, how to be that power that is your soul, that is your spirit, that is your human vessel. Message me. The first card we have, and the second, they're connected, is creative force. So in this May, we will experience creation. We will be in a flow. We will receive the divine light from above. Yeah, the stars will fall. They will inspire you. So expect inspiration, expect so much life, expect so much creativity in May, because May also is 5th month. Number 5 in numerology is freedom. It's about liberation. We want to liberate that potential, all that life within ourselves. We're not here to hide it in a cave. We're not a cage, we're a human being that is able to analyze, to be aware of that sacredness we have. If you connect to your soul, if you speak with your spirit or just with your heart, the heart never lies. The heart is here to remind you, to tell you that you are sacred, your potential is infinite. You are, a star. People say that we're stardust. Bitch, I'm not a stardust, I'm a star, okay? I am in my full divine light. So that's just an old perspective. It was necessary, as a religion. Some parts that we went through, like some systems on this planet, are necessary. But do we have to continue with that term? Do we have to continue swimming in that information? We can shift. Yes, humans, we always evolve. So what was past, what was old was necessary, but let's focus on what's happening now. We are light, we are love, we are freedom. We shine, we glow, and we express. This is our liberation, and this is our Ace of Chalices. We have on a card an image where there is a book with an eye. So this is your awareness of your story, your book. If you read your book, you talk about yourself. This is your authenticity, how to express it. Just naturally talk about what's happening in your life. At the end, if we just let's visualize that at the end we will all receive, a movie of our life or a book, that sacred journey that adventure that we're going through. And of course we want to see like raw stuff. We don't want to like scroll and escape those moments that were painful, which we need full spectrum. So why do people hide? I mean, it's obvious, why do we hide our struggles when we suffer, when we feel lonely? Because society, yeah, the movement that is happening in society is telling us that talk only about success, or talk only about your achievements, don't talk about that pain. And you know, this is where we go down as humanity, because as humans we are naturally expressing our emotions. If you start to hide it, if you start to hide your emotions, feelings, you hide your potential, you escape yourself. So this is not what we want to do. We want to share our story, we want to express it, we want to also, we can sell it. What we are literally doing, creative people, you know, like all the businessmen, we just sell our story, we sell our reflection, we sell our portrait. We create something. I personally, if I'm talking about my art, it's just a reflection, it's just my portrait. Every art I do is a reflection of me, so we just gift it to the world. This is my strength, this is my greatest ability to transfer all that knowledge, all that symbolism of my spirit and of my soul, give all that light with my focused intention, with that penetrative force when I hold a pen, a marker. It's very masculine because you penetrate the paper, yeah, you create on that surface, on that earth, on that soil. This is very like feminine. And then with your masculine energy you just penetrate and you create that co-creation, so it becomes literally magic. It becomes androgynous, the unity of feminine, masculine, and on of that mystery, because I don't fucking know when I draw, when I paint, what's gonna be the end result. I don't even question, I just do it. Yeah, I'm so natural when I create. And if you follow that flow of your emotions, if you allow yourself to talk about your experience and you don't hide the parts that are ugly. What the fuck is ugly? Nothing is ugly. It's just an experience, yeah, divine adventure. I don't see that I make mistakes. I don't see that there is something I'm ashamed of, or I want to change something. Why change? You can change now, yeah? We don't change what was before. It happened again. It's just, even if it was trauma, you just accept it. Embody your trauma, embody your past. For me, this is really the best way to heal, to transform, to alchemize that past into gold. When I accept it, when I say that, okay, I had it, for example, sexual trauma, I was like, I was feeling the pain for years, but then I have it, it shaped me, now I can express through art, through communication, through just being in nature, and observing and falling in love again with this world. I'm like, wow, the plants, like all the creatures we have on this planet. I'm like, this is magic. How can you feel lonely? How can you feel constantly depressed and sad while there is so much is happening? But also I fully understand, because you were just in your hermit mode. You don't want to open your eyes, you don't want to see, because everything is just gray, everything is dark. But darkness is great, it's a great teacher, because that depth is telling you that that's also how you can rise. Yeah, it's full spectrum, and the beings who experience that depth, that darkness, that unknown, we can say, field of transformation and connection to self, because I think that darkness is one of the greatest ways to understand yourself. I love darkness. I never see darkness as something as evil. Evil is a part, like a little peace in that whole darkness. Darkness for me is information, it's about invisibility, it's about being. There is no time, there is no past, there is no future, you're just being here. It's just dark. So when you are in your dark mode, in your dark phase or cycle, just be there. But always remind yourself that there is light, yeah, there is hope, there is something outside of me that I can be curious about, yeah, when you activate that. You want to connect. And also, I mentioned that loneliness. We can feel lonely, but we're never alone. If you feel lonely sometimes, just use it as your guide, as your navigator. You're like, okay, I feel lonely, and if I choose to see my loneliness as a navigator to connect to something, because loneliness is separation, connection is love. So use it to inspire you to connect to something. I'm like, okay, I feel lonely. Now it means I can connect to something. Maybe go outside and just look at the sun. Connection, connection. It doesn't have to be humans all the time. You don't have to connect to the Homo sapiens. Connect to the animals, connect, like hug trees, draw something, create, listen to music, dance. Any type of co-creation is the key. This is how you say goodbye loneliness. This is how you say being alone is impossible, because how the fuck can you be alone on planet Earth? Look fucking around. Everything is vibration. Everything is alive. You know, it's again about our perception. It's about our mind. And the power of mind, oh, that's a very powerful shapeshifter. It can change, it can transform, it can adapt, it can just absorb, it can inspire. You know, everything is within. What we have here is so fucking crazy. What I'm able to create with my mind when I'm looking at my art, and it's just not the mind, because I also connect to the spirit, to the soul. It's full alchemy. It's co-creation of the whole source that I am. My source is my source. I'm not looking for another source to give me something so I can like produce what they gave me. I have enough in my own vessel to create, to be that light, to be an example of transformation. You have enough. You are enough. Your soul gave you this human vessel, and we have enough energy for this lifetime to achieve, to become what you chose to become, to just do anything, to complete our mission, to succeed. Everything you want, this is you. You are able. Wow, we just learn our skills. Yeah, as a soul, we came to learn, we came to explore. Our spirit is adventurous. And we have also here another card that is exactly about being adventurous. And when you challenge yourself, you are successful. That Knight of Chalices, you are proud, you achieve things, you reach your goals because you are focused. You have a destination, you have a target, you have a name. And with that unicorn, yeah, with that horn, you just go through. You break the walls, there are no limitations. The sky is the limit. Also, we have here a reminder that you should spend some time alone outside in nature. Just to reconnect with the elements, with the peace. Find that harmony. Just take it, take some tea, take a snack, go outside, touch grass, do some grounding, swim in a river, in a lake, in a sea, in the ocean, anywhere. Just be one with nature. And number 5, 5th month, that is May, is just perfection, because it's about freedom, it's about liberation. And nature gives me so much freedom because you just feel so much alive. We live in this box, yeah, in this thing we call house that are just walls. But the real home is outside. Yeah, this is also our home. But the fact that people sell land and they're like, I own this land. The fuck you own? Bitch, this is so crazy. Yeah, from the perspective of the spirit, you're like, people just sell land on this planet. They say they own Earth, they own this planet, and they separated like continents, they separated like different. Bitch, we just built fences. Isn't it crazy? Where is freedom? And we are talking about, about all that connection and love. How can you experience full love on this planet when people just build cages, when people build fake houses? They are repetitive. It's like copy paste. Many things are the same. No color is just fucking gray. I'm not talking about the whole planet. Yeah, there are pretty sexy, great countries that are just blossoming with colors. They're just so juicy. Yeah, especially South. And then like Western societies, I'm like, they're just so fucking gray. Not just the weather, but of course we can also understand that it's the reflection of how we feel, and Western society is more depressed because of that. But bitch, psychology, bring color. Do it intentionally. You don't have to always follow the sky. Follow your heart, follow the spirit, follow the divinity. Follow your love. Fuck separation. We're not separated. Never lonely, always connected. So connect to nature, go outside, but also connect to humans, yeah? Because this card is giving us new friendships, new connection, romantic feelings, okay? Someone is gonna be in love. Or if you are in love already, just go on a date, invite your partner, invite your friends, invite your family. Just be romantic. Other energies are telling us that we are gonna imagine, we're gonna visualize our new future projects. And my advice is to own it. Own your space. Understand what is that throne, what is my environment, what is my tribe. And when you know it, you just expand. Yeah, we have a queen here, Queen of Pentacles. She is that girl. She is money. She is abundance. She is nurturing. She is potential. And when we know that space, when we say that this is my space, for me, for example, it's art. I'm like, this is my throne. This is where I thrive. This is where I blossom. This is what is my strength. This is what is my gift. This is what is that abundance that I give and present to this world, not just to the humans, but we should also remember and remind ourselves of our impact. Because everything you do, a single small talk, communication with something, a little creation or a big project, everything we produce, everything we generate with that sacral, sexual, creative force we have with that engine, when we present it authentically, naturally, the world responds, because this is the vibration. What we simply give is that frequency, is that divinity, if it's pure, if you purified that vibration, if there is no that unnecessary, sticky, evil, like dark stuff that is always destroying your divinity. Find that harmony with your darkness. Give love to the darkness. It doesn't really care about love because it wants to destroy, but just have it. Have it on like, hug it. Give it as much as you can attention as well. Because if you escape the darkness, if you always run from that anxiety and from that worry, you're not gonna face it. You're not being a magician, you're being an escaper. But the magician is able to turn their back and like, hello fear, Let me talk to you, let me observe you. And that's what we have here as well, the magician card that says, put all that pain, put all that struggles, that past experience that is making you feel depressed, just making you feel like a fucking victim, just put it on your altar. Observe it. These are your elements and transform it into gold. When you understand that this is something that happened with you, you accept. This is the first stage. You accept it. Yeah, it just happened. It's a fact. It becomes your story. This is really helps me. When you embody that story, when you say, yes, it happened. Yes, I was a victim. Yes, I played someone's game. And I was a part of that story. But this is not what I am right now. It shaped me. It's an experience. But what I do right now is matters. What I will be in the future also is where we put our intention. This is what is our focus. It just happened. Really, just say to yourself, it just happened. Easy. And let go. Next story, next movement. Be adventurous, be curious, open your eyes, connect, explore. So fucking much we can do. There is so much fun on this in this life. This planet is fun planet. I don't believe in loneliness. I don't believe in being alone. Impossible, baby. Impossible. Just connect. Okay, I think that's the perfect end for this video. Thank you for being here with me. Let me know in the comments if you're ready for May. Let me know what you think about the reading. If you want to come for a personal reading, message me on Instagram. Alfred Mystic. I love you so much. See you soon.